So what do you got to complain about tonight?
Someone's got to shut this guy up.
Welcome everyone once again to Wrestling's High Marks, the highest podcast ever. With your hosts, Cheese Man.
This is the Cheese Man.
I need some Kleenex or an NXT Women's title, whichever you got.
Mojo.
Mojo is here.
Listen, this is how a can works.
And yours truly, G-Wiz.
Let's just call him G-Wiz.
I'll try not to rape for a few minutes.
Alright, so, Wrestling Cyworks, episode 57.
Yeah, here we are.
Again.
We did it.
We just won't go away. Never will.
You may notice that two of us are a little nasally sounding this week.
Yeah. Last week we lost our cars to fucking treacherous bullshit. This week, we're sick.
It's probably not stress related.
Right, no, not at all. Thanks.
So how many more episodes before we get a senior discount? We're at 57 now.
Oh, it was like 62 or some shit?
I think it's 65, right?
65, that sounds about right.
Oops. Only a few more.
I'll have the senior tilapia.
Senor Tilapia.
Senor tilapia. Yes, I'll have the senor steak. All right.
This senor's got some tube steak.
Yeah, we're doing
Butt stuff.
Defiant Loaded again?
Yes.
Because I did not cue that up yet. Give me a minute.
Incompetent.
It's number
Change it.
23, Rampage versus...
Kyle
Felcher.
Yeah.
Sorry. Fletcher, my bad.
somebody was felching.
And then
Exactly.
Joe Hendry
The Felchin Belgian.
versus Gabriel Kidd. Ooh, you guys know how much I like kids. All right.
Wonder if he's any relation to Tyson.
Yeah, well, we'll see
We'll
soon
see
enough.
after. Right, we'll see how his neck holds up. Oh.
We'll see how gray he looks.
We'll see how many people we can upset and piss off within the first 10 minutes of the show.
Oh, I'm sure we can get quite a few.
No, I think our 3 listeners will hang in there. Just kidding. We've been doing okay on the views, picking up a little bit.
Yeah.
Mostly in part to all you fuckers giving us love and shouting us out and retweeting and all that shit. We love y'all.
I mean, I was checking our numbers and we only had a couple 100,000 listens on the last one, which ain't bad, but we can do better. Just kidding, but much like pornography, it helps to make it look bigger than it is.
Yep.
All right.
Yep, because 100,000. I'd be hit. Dude, I'd fucking flip out. It's 110.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's really funny is like all of our views ever don't add up to like 1,000.
Right.
Actually, they might, but
Well,
not
yeah,
anymore.
so after all this time, they might be close.
Just the sheer numbers.
We had 2 hit like 100 for some fucking reason.
Yeah. Actually, I bet if we look at our episode history now, there's a bunch that are over 100.
I doubt it, but we'll see. Moving the fuck on. Who cares?
I doubt it. I said it all.
I really do.
I doubt it. Okay, low key. I doubt it.
I doubt it.
I doubt anyone watches our show.
I doubt Filthy Tom's gonna keep his belt.
Sorry, but that sounded just like him.
Alright, apparently when I'm sick, I can sound like Loki.
Yeah, you sure can.
What's that say about him, though?
He's a sick man.
He's a sick bastard.
Yeah,
All right, so,
apparently Jim Cornette likes him now. That's not easy to do to win him back over.
I wonder if it's just like he has to like him or something.
Well,
Of course,
he
I
had
heard
mentioned
him. I
him on the
don't like him,
podcast,
but-
and he said real nice stuff about him, but I like your idea better.
I know Court's like, Jim, I know you don't like him, but like he's kind of a big deal for us, so could you just please put him over for a little bit?
And he's like,
All right, so,
well, I guess so, motherfucker.
Motherfuckers. All right. Y'all ready to fucking get this shit started?
That's got to be more than time enough to get that queued up.
Yeah. And in case y'all weren't paying attention, it's YouTube. Defiant. Loaded number 23. We're starting it in 418, 419, 420. And I actually remember to turn off my sound and everything.
Yep. Me too. All right, so MLW this week. I want to get right into it because it was fucking pretty great.
Oh, speaking of wanting payback and your boy Low Key.
Yeah. He was involved in the curtain jerker tonight. This week's episode is presented by Promociones Dorado and Selena De La Renta.
Okay.
The show opens with a little promo piece with her, with Jim Cornette and Rich Zucchini standing behind her. They are both holding microphones, but we can't hear a word she says because neither one of them ever points one at her mouth. So moving on. I don't know what she said. I really don't. I'm not being a funny guy. It was a waste of 20 seconds.
Can I just point out that there's already a camera girl sighting? We're doing some recaps, and there's already a camera girl sighting.
There she is.
But, Rich Zucchini.
Yeah, I hope that's a girl.
I still can't get over how much he sounds like fucking Joe Rogan when he's fired up.
As Mojo had alluded to, it opens with Low Key versus Daga.
I'm gonna take your ear for good this time.
He didn't. I was hoping.
He took. Oh, do I say ear? I meant rear.
Well, he may have done that.
Grabbed a whole lot of bass.
Make it
Or
mine.
a cheap pin.
I would call this a strong style match. These guys like kick the shit out of each other, kind of for realsies.
Yeah.
Not a lot of wrestling moves per se, more like just kicking and chopping the shit out of each other. But I liked it. I'm fine with that.
Justin Jism just got splattered.
And again, as Mojo alluded to earlier, Low Key picks up the win. After,
Feet on the ropes.
Yep. After I believe it was a Northern Lights or maybe a Fisherman Suplex, one or the other. Lands in a pin with his feet on the ropes, and the ref does not catch it. I like the match. I thought it was fucking rough, man.
Yeah, wasn't bad.
It's Simon Goldberg.
It's Simon Berg.
Why?
It's Goldman.
Milberg.
Milberg.
All right. After the opener with Low Key and Daga,
Milberg.
Tom Lawler kicks the shit out of his nephew or somebody. I don't know who that was.
Fuck you, kid.
After that, Sandy Callahan successfully breaks into the venue with a hijacked camera guy, kicks Ricky Martin's ass, and steals his phone.
I love Sammy.
I do too. I just want to point that out. He stole his phone. I thought it was pretty funny.
Oh yeah, because he took it and then he called Selena from it later. No, she
Well, thanks for
called.
ruining my recap on that later on.
Okay, well, I mean, you can get to it later. Fuck you.
I'm kidding, of course. Up next, we get Hijo, El Hijo de la Park.
Against some crazy white guy?
Yeah, one of them dudes. I would call this a slow motion lucha libre match.
Yeah, kinda.
That's the best way I could describe it. But the reverse pile driver was badass, and that scored the win for Hee-Ho. Quote Jim Cornette, "Oh, good Lord."
Yeah.
That's exactly what he said when he landed that move.
That portly gentleman is not going to kick out from that.
Oh, good Lord. I liked it. All right, let's see how much of this we can knock out before the action starts. We get L.A. Parks versus Pentagon Jr. I would also call this a slow-motion lucha libre match, but it was a stiffer one than the first one. Didn't like the result that much, but L.A. Park will pick up the win after kind of a spear.
Yeah.
After a fat guy spear.
Fat guy spear.
Obviously, that was in the script because that should not have picked up the win, in my opinion, but whatever.
It was a sphere.
A spear. he speared him. That's fucking great. To close
Rounded
out
his ass right out.
to close out MLWs, Selena De La Renta comes out to open a
Giant present.
present from her sponsors, or what the fuck are the sponsors? Okay, then. Anyway, Mance Warner's in the package, and he attacks L.A. Park. We're out of time, folks.
Mance attack. Well, it's a Mance attack.
Was
What's the
it's
sponsor?
Manser.
Who's the fucking sponsor?
It's Manser.
Manscaping with Mance.
No, like,
I hate those Manser kids.
what was the fucking... What was Mance even in, though? It was like, she, like, started to split the paper, like, he just walked out.
Well, it looked like he was in the package. I didn't rewatch it, so fuck, maybe he wasn't even in the package. I don't know.
I don't even know if he was, like, in a pack. Like, I feel like it was just him that was wrapped. Like, he wasn't even in a box.
It's like he
They
hopped
just
out of
wrapped
there
him or something.
real easy. It's like, clearly he used to be a birthday stripper.
Right.
Because
And
he
I
just-
still call that the Mance attack. But just in a different way. We're out of time.
That's Mojo, all right.
And Mojo kills
We're
me
out of
again. I
time.
fucking love you, man. Oh, shit. My only comments
Joe
on Raw
Hendry.
or SmackDown is that Ramblin' Rabbit was killed by Mercy the Buzzard.
Yowie,
Yep, so I didn't
wowie.
watch that.
I love Mercy the Buzzard's creepy voice, man. It fucking makes me uncomfortable.
It actually reminds me a lot of Dan. Yeah,
Waylon Mercy.
I was gonna say Dan Spivey's old character
Yeah,
when he
I'm
was in WWE.
pretty sure that's what they're going for, and man, it's just, I love the vocal effect they put on that. I wish I had it at my disposal. NXT, I know we all watched that.
Oh, I did want to say that even though it was a SmackDown main event for the Raw main event, the Bryan versus Kofi match, of course, was really good.
I'm sure it was.
That was the only other note for Raw I had.
I didn't watch it, unfortunately, or maybe fortunately. Who knows?
Oh, yeah, this was the week they announced the wild card thing or whatever,
my
didn't they?
God.
What,
And then they
what's it called? The
kept-
wild card rule or something?
Yeah, and then they kept changing it like every 20 minutes.
Oh, no shit.
Well, I'm
Oh,
checking out a little mat wrestling right now.
yeah.
Enjoying that.
Oh, shit, it says someone joined.
Wait.
You there, Spade?
Yeah, I'm here.
Oh, shit. What up, man?
What?
What's up, man?
Man, I can't believe I fucking made it.
Good shit.
We can't either.
Hell yeah.
I figured I'd
I'm
speak for you
gonna
fellas
go
on
there.
that one. I figured that was the general consensus.
Yeah, we're just all across the board.
It
Hell
is
yeah.
good to have you in. This is MF Spade. You've heard us mention him on the show several times. Well, now you get to hear his dulcet tones.
Yeah, several times. He closes up the shoutouts every week.
Pretty much, yeah.
They're sexy. I love them.
Yeah, me and Spade go back a long time. We've been boys since fucking high school. So,
Man,
glad to get you on finally, man.
yeah. The couch days.
Yo, back when you was riding the couch.
As our listeners know, Spade is an independent rapper. He's out there doing his thing.
Trying.
We also know, if you listened to last week's episode, that he drives a Mustang. That's about all I know about the fella, but he seems like an alright guy, and if Chad likes him, he must be cool, because Chad doesn't like anybody.
I mean, you actually like me?
Oh, hell yeah.
Well, at least enough to constantly mention you on the show. That's something.
Yeah. I get like 3-4 people listening to my show. I gotta let them know who this guy is. Hey, check out my boy.
All 4 of you finally get to hear him.
Man, 4 people's a lot.
That's right.
That's quite the reach.
Shit.
Anyway, Vic, Dave, Sam, Bobby, how's he sound?
Don't forget, Yuck Nasty.
Maybe, I don't know if he listens to everyone, but if you're
Maybe,
listening,
yeah.
how's he sound?
There's a show you would fucking fit in on perfectly. Is Get in the Corner.
I've been in there a few times.
It's like reminiscent. Hell yeah. I was drinking. It was like two days ago.
It's in the corner, not on the corner. That's a different show.
Oh, shit. Yeah, busted. I make my change, my little coins.
I don't know if you guys are actually watching this wrestling, but it's like real wrestling. These
Yeah, I
fucking
know.
guys are wrestling. It's been pretty good so far.
Yeah, unfortunately, Spade hasn't seen any of this because he hopped in the middle of it. And we're doing a little watch along right now with Defiant.
Well,
Oh, no, I'm watching in spirit.
we'll try to express what's going on and make it obvious for you. Right now, there's a couple of nearly naked men. They're oiled up, and they're rolling around on the ground with each other and such
God damn.
in a very impressive manner.
Thickly built, not twinks at all.
It's a couple of bears, and they're. One certainly has the upper hand right now. Is all I'll say about that.
Is that manhandling or bear handling?
And then a really authoritative older gentleman just had to split them up. Oh no, it's
Actually,
a younger gentleman.
yeah, so he's skinny as shit.
Yeah, he's the twink.
Yeah, no shit. We found him, the missing twink.
Stop it, you guys! Stop it! There's plenty enough for everybody.
So how's shit over on the western side of the state, man?
Shit.
Drastically different than on the eastern side.
It's, I mean, yeah, because it's like over here in Benton Harbor, man, it's like either South Bend people or Chicago people. There's like no real Michigan people here.
You lucky bastard.
Yeah. I got all the lucks.
Although I don't know if I'd want to have to deal with a bunch of Notre Dame people, but whatever.
Yeah.
You know shit.
Yeah.
No fighting Irish. So, you watch any wrestling at all lately, man?
Man, no.
Well, then you've come to the right show because we haven't either.
Like, man, I really was going to, but then instead I just watched. Well, I didn't even watch
Some
the
people
show. I was driving. I just listened to the last show, like in
Oh,
full.
no shit.
So that's gonna be my shit now.
He hit me up. He's like, I got actually hours in the car now. I'm gonna start listening.
Well, we try to at least be somewhat entertaining if there's nothing to talk about. So there's that.
Yeah, I mean,
And with the way wrestling is, there's usually not much to talk about.
I don't even know what's going on anymore.
Neither do I, really.
Well, Vince McMahon has lost his goddamn mind.
True.
Yeah.
That's really all you need to know.
Yeah. See that?
Bray Wyatt's lost his mind, but it's in a very entertaining way.
Yes. It's like
Vince has
there used
lost
to be
his
a
mind in
time.
a scary way.
There used to be a time when I thought if you don't have Vince McMahon, you can't have a good wrestling show. But now I'm like, no. Now you can't have Vince McMahon and have a good wrestling show. He
That's what I'm
lost
saying.
it.
You can't have a good wrestling show with Vince McMahon
He
anymore. Nope.
lost it. What the fuck happened? He was
Man,
the
I must-
master.
I'm like on the other end of the spectrum. Like, I'm one of those loser WCW guys.
Oh, I loved me some WCW and ECW.
I mean, I feel like for a while there, Vince was just too much.
No, as a kid, I was always more WWE than WCW. Of course, though, like when I first got exposed
and I
to
watched them
WCW, yeah, when I first seen WCW, it was in the Bill Watt era. I was like, yeah, that kind of explains why I didn't really get into it at first.
Sure does. It sure does.
And then, unfortunately,
Although
during the
that
whole,
guy had a hell of a working punch, though, man. Maybe the best one I ever seen.
yeah,
It looked like he would knock you the fuck out every time he punched you.
I missed all the fucking Monday Night War shit. Like when it actually happened. Like I've gone back and watched it all now, obviously, but like when it was happening, I missed it all because I moved out to like the middle of a field where there was no cable, and my parents weren't about to get satellite.
Fair enough.
So, yeah, I didn't have access to any wrestling for fucking years. I missed all the fucking Monday Night Wars and most of the Attitude Era.
Man, I caught it all. I
that was
taped
when-
it all. Watched it on tapes over and over again after taping it and everything, man. I was obsessed with it.
Me and Wiz were mainly into it, and it was like shortly after the Monday Night Wars that Wiz went on a hiatus.
Fuck, for a long time. I quit watching wrestling from like 2001 to like 2015 or something, whenever we started talking about it again.
Let's say you were off till like 2016 at least.
Yeah, man.
Maybe 2017.
I just didn't care about it at all.
Oh, damn, that sucks.
Which proves interesting on the show sometimes, because every now and then I've never heard of the people you're talking about. I never seen them wrestle once. I missed their entire career.
What's a Ryback?
Exactly. Chad, what's a right? Hey, Chad, what happened to Snitsky? You know, I'm like, I didn't see any of this shit.
It wasn't his fault. Just know that.
It wasn't his fault.
Hey, Chad, how come Undertaker's still in main events?
I don't fucking know, kid.
Right? Exactly.
He's gonna be at Saudi again.
Oh, wait, he's back?
Yeah, he's gonna be at the next
WrestleMania.
no, the next show they have over in Saudi, the next pay-per-view.
Yeah.
Is that called Crown Jewel again, or are they new names every time?
I don't know. I seen something. I don't know if it was a joke or not, but I think it was called like Sands of Time.
Oh, that's dangerously close to offensive.
That's why I said I think it might have been a joke. I'm not positive.
Okay. Well,
Sands of Time, the Aladdin experience.
if you look at who's on the bill, that actually kind of fits.
You know, shit. Brock Lesnar, Bill Goldberg, and The Undertaker.
No.
Yep.
Are you being serious?
It's 180 years of age between those three guys.
Holy shit.
Add Vince McMahon in there who's fucking booking this shit, and it's like fucking 250.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he's like, I don't know, like a evil spirit, or maybe a vampire. He's a thing that cannot be killed.
He just won't die. Everything he makes will die, but he won't.
His goddamn wrestling company is definitely dying. At least the on-screen product.
And they just keep fucking up any good talent they have. They don't know how to handle anybody. They keep trying to put over fucking old people.
It's really weird. It's like they have all the really good wrestlers and just don't have a clue what the fuck to do with any of them.
And out of all the fucking people the crowd got behind, how the fuck did they end up deciding, alright, we'll give it to him with Kofi Kingston? Like, well, what the fuck?
That is
Kofi?
weird.
Yeah, Kofi Kingston's the champion right now, if you didn't know.
Oh, man. Totally didn't. I thought that dude, like,
Died?
kind of, with the whole fucking, with New Day. Like, I was like, alright, well, this is where people's careers gonna go to die.
Yeah, no, New Day's still together.
Yeah, they are really
Kofi's
over
champion,
too.
though. Nope, still over as fuck.
Yeah, I remember when it, like, for some reason I caught something and it was like a new thing and I was like, oh my god, this, no way. It kind of reminded me of, like Scotty Too Hottie and fucking
yes, it's a lot
Yeah,
like
too
that.
cool.
It was like the Too Cool of now.
I can
Yeah.
totally see that. I can
That's funny.
agree with the comparison. I get it.
Yeah. I hear fucking Grandmaster Sex they can still hang.
Ha! If
tasteless
you
joke of the
keep
night.
cracking jokes like that, I'll have to consider you a nuisance.
Oh, damn. I got nothing now. Fuck it. What is it? Who's that guy? Is that Silver Dust again?
No, it's
Dick
Visage.
Dust. That's Dick Dust.
Wait a minute, that is a
me.
guy.
Yeah, that's Dick Dust.
Damn it, now there's two guys I'd bang. I hate watching wrestling.
It's a problem.
There's this dude dressed up like a chick.
Oh yeah, he's not watching.
Yeah.
He's like, what the fag is this faggin' talking about?
I'm just imagining beauty.
So I'm just imagining beauty. It's like, man, that chick or dude is hot.
It's like if Paige's brother dressed up like Paige.
It kind of is. That's gross.
Sorry.
That's scarily accurate.
Does Ruby Riott have a brother? Oh, there he is.
Whoa!
Whoa!
That's way worse with the beard and mustache. What are you people doing?
What the fuck?
I need some Visine for that Visage.
Boom.
Because my eyes are burning.
All right, that vis is just burnt into my fucking retina.
And there's Mojo's hand grenade. He can take a 5-minute break now.
Just throws
Oh
the ball
no, even bigger boss man.
in. It's Big Boss Vader.
Anyway, Spade, you're on the show. You're finally here. Let's plug your shit and let's talk
I'm
about you a
trying.
little bit.
I mean,
Don't listen to
Go
us.
for it.
We're idiots.
no. I mean, I'm an idiot too. I like to keep good company.
Well, you've come to the right place if you're trying to hang out with idiots. We got 3 of them.
Why do you think we get along so well? Shit. Old school idiots.
Cheeseman doesn't usually like white people, but I mean, he really seems to like you. So
Am I white?
He said, "Am I white?"
I always get that confused.
well, admittedly, I don't have a photograph, so I mean, I'm assuming.
I kind of look like Dick Dust a little bit, just
Dark Dick Dust.
And here's.
the darkened.
Okay.
I mean, my skin's not, but I got a black shirt.
What's Luke Gallows doing in
Here's-
Defiant?
Damn it! I was just about to
thought
say,
that
and here's
Bo
even bigger
Gallows.
Luke Gallows. Bo Gallows.
Nice.
Okay, Mojo has earned another 5-minute break.
Yeah, that wasn't even 5 minutes.
Yes.
If you keep dropping bombs like this, you're not even gonna have to finish the show, bro.
So did you get your studio all finished
Yeah,
up?
man, it's pretty dope. I'm digging it.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Well, what'd you
Took
get? Break it
forever,
down.
but-
Let's hear about the gear. What do you got?
I'm
I'm a bit of a gearhead myself.
I mean, I'm not running like super stuff, but I got I'm just using Pro Tools. I got a
Excellent.
Digi 003, a Focusrite ISA 1. I'm using a really shitty compressor. I got a little Behringer Pro XL.
Hey man, a compressor's a compressor, and it's absolutely necessary.
see.
Yeah, I got a blue microphone, Bluebird.
Very
Nothing.
nice. There you go.
Nothing too shiny, but
I know, dude. I don't know, man. That's a nice mic for sure, and I mean that's what really matters.
Yeah, I mean, post-production.
Would you consider that your main mic, like your go-to mic?
Yeah, because I had I don't even remember what it is now, but yeah, I just decided that I was gonna get rid of that one and just stick with the Bluebird.
Well, I don't blame you. That's a nice mic.
Yeah, it's pretty sweet.
Oh no.
Benji and Connor.
So I feel like I'm at a huge disadvantage here.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's not watching the damn show. And right now, it's,
Well,
it's
there's these two guys
Ruby
that
Riot's
came
brothers
out
here, and
wearing Where's Waldo gear.
Let's see. He don't watch wrestling, so he wouldn't understand our references anyway. When the Where's Waldo? Okay, I'll get that.
you know, I hadn't really put that together, but that is the Where's Waldo outfit. All I need is the hat.
Well, the one dude's kind of almost got it with the bandana and the beret.
Wait, Waldo has a hat?
I thought so, isn't it?
I just thought he had wacky ass hair.
Isn't it like a hat or something?
It's like an elf.
Oh no,
hat,
yeah, he does have a hat. Yeah, that's right. My bad.
I could be wrong. I'm not willing
mean,
to
it's
die on
elf
this
hat.
cross.
We're trying to remember stuff. I'm not good at that.
Little knit hat with the fucking ball at the
Yeah.
end of it.
That's what I
That's
Yeah.
right. Those are
Red
slick.
and white
Those are
stripe.
slick. I should buy one of those.
Oh,
I used to have
what's
a cat in the hat
case?
style one when I was like 12.
A referee shirt. In case they ruin one of their Waldo shirts.
One of them's gonna put it on like, oh, it's black and white stripes instead of red and white. Oh, they're both putting them on. Come on, dude, let's heel turn. Put on the black and white. No, I'm gonna stay a baby face.
No, man, I think I'll stay Wolfpack.
NWO.
Thank you. That's fine. I'll cut that out.
Yeah, no, you won't. So watch along. We're still doing watch along. You ain't cutting shit.
That's right. Yeah, how much time we got left on this thing? Oh my God, it's only halfway through.
It's all good.
No, it's great. It's just I feel bad for Spade not having a clue what's going on here for another
Yeah.
27 minutes.
Oh,
My bad.
no, you're good. Let's say if you want to load it up, we could always pause it and let you jump in. We'll make everybody else pause it too.
We can totally do that.
That's cool.
Okay. Let's say, I doubt anybody else is watching along anyway.
There's a guy with a mohawk, but it's only like 1/8 of an inch high. And then there's a guy that looks kind of like a chick who would be an aerobics instructor. And they're both
shit.
wearing referee shirts, and they're up against a couple of pretty small dudes.
Yeah.
I just graduated from high school this year.
One has a mega mullet, and the other one has kind of a Bieber. And they are not wearing shirts. So there we go, we're caught up.
Man.
The one kind of looks like Paige, or not Paige, but Bailey's fucking smaller, uglier cousin.
We'll call him Kaylee.
Kaylee. Yeah, today his name starts with a B. We can't use the Bailey. Damn it. Boyley.
Boyley, there you go. For the win. Jeez, man, picks it up.
Boyley.
Not your belt, sir.
Boyley face first into the turnbuckle. Toynbuckle. Boyley into the toynbuckle.
I want that guy to win.
We got a Boyley fan in the house.
Don't hate. I like his name.
Boyley. So you got any new tracks coming out anytime soon?
I'm just finished up the artwork for this mixtape that I'm gonna do called Cotton Candy. Totally stole the Fago kind of candy idea for it, so that'll be cool.
Yeah, I see
Yeah.
that on Facebook. Okay.
I actually think I saw that on Instagram. Funny enough.
Yeah, that's cool. Yeah, I've all it's only been like 2 years since I've been working on it. I suck.
Life sidetrack shit.
Man, doesn't it?
It's a bitch like that.
Fuck yes. It's my favorite, really.
Yeah.
Then I don't have to commit to shit.
I'm not even the only one that's out of car. Fucking Wiz is out of car too.
Yeah.
God damn.
Yeah, dude, the water got mine. The water came and took my car, man.
What?
Oh yeah, we got fucking crazy ass rain over on this side of the state.
Yeah,
I don't know if it flooded out over there, but it flooded bad over here.
Yeah, dude, we got flooded like a motherfucker, man. It fucking destroyed my van.
Holy shit.
There was like a good 2 inches of water in my basement.
Shit, there was like 6 inches of water in mine.
Man, my girlfriend's parents last year, their entire house was under because they lived over by where the flooding got bad last year.
Oh shit.
Lost a whole, like, their entire basement was full of water and shit. It was so crazy.
Fuck.
Man.
Yeah, but they lived on the river, so it was kind of risky.
Yeah.
You walk out onto your back porch and you're in the river.
Yeah. Yeah, it's whenever we want a place on the fucking water. I'm like, yeah, my luck, my shit would fucking flood out for sure.
Just start floating away. You know, you got to worry about house insurance. Just get Butters insurance. You're good.
You know, shit. That'd be my luck. They'd have some kind of bullshit excuse for it. Like, well, you had flood insurance, but this covers just lakes and ponds, and you're on a river. Sorry.
And then fucking Spade's out there like, and you thought I was an idiot for living on a pontoon. Now who's stupid?
Right. Damn, what the hell's going on here? Is this like there's some dual force sex going on in the ring here? It's all over now.
You know how those younger guys don't last very long. All right. And it's I guess you would call that a doomsday dropkick or what?
Something like that, yeah. Oh, and it's not over. I thought that was gonna be the end of the match.
So give me a rundown on Defiant real quick, so I'm totally out of the loop on.
Defiant is British wrestling that a lot of WWE's whole NXT UK, where a lot of those guys came from.
All right, that's cool.
You know, so we've only been watching it for about, this is the third week we've watched it now, I think.
Yeah, we started watching this because we used to watch MLW, but they changed the day on us, and we didn't want to have to do our shit on Mondays. So we had to find something that comes out Sundays, and so here we are watching Defiant.
Yep.
It's actually not bad, though. I don't really know the characters yet, but the wrestling's good.
Then we have fun making fun of the characters or wrestlers.
Especially our favorite, Justin Chisholm.
Yes.
Yep.
Yeah, you guys were all over his ass on last show. I swear to God, like I swear, it seemed like the entire show we were just dropping Jism jokes. Landed in the Jism.
Yep.
That's not just the semen. That's not just the cum. That's Justin Chisholm.
Love it.
The other thing I like about this particular wrestling, well, two things. One, the hot camera chick that's in every shot, and also, like, the chicks that wrestle are like any okay-looking girl that you would run into at, like, any bar. They're, like, not in any way intimidating.
Yeah.
I like
they
that.
They seem very attainable.
Yeah, like, actually, I think that bitch might be lucky to get me.
Like, that's a goal you can actually reach.
Right, exactly. I think they might have botched that. That didn't look like it was on purpose, but that's okay, whatever.
Yeah,
as long as they eventually got it done.
Yep. Match over. Yeah.
And the referees win.
Yep. Boyley and whoever that other guy is.
See, I told you, my team all the way.
Yay for Boyley and Where's Dildo. They did great.
Where's Dildo? Oh, I bet he knows where Dildo is.
He's like, why do you think I'm walking so funny?
He kind of looks like a small broke cane.
Up next. Oh, no, that's next week. Robbie X versus Sean Custom. Okay.
A Sean Custom.
Their character names are on point.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm not sure I agree with that, but I'm going to let it slide.
Well,
Customized Sean.
they had some guy named G Wiz come up with all their characters' names.
Yeah, and what the fuck kind of name is that to begin with?
Right, yeah, shit. Like, hold up, Gee Whiz. What the fuck?
That sounds
Gee whiz,
almost
that's
like
dumb.
a racistly white rapper name, is what it sounds like to me. Almost racistly white. His content might not be racist, but you know he's having ideas in the back of his head when he's writing the shit.
I just kind of thought maybe it was like a R. Kelly alter ego, like the G stood for gold, golden shower,
Golden Whiz.
whiz, piss, yeah.
I can't believe that somebody finally cracked my code. On the next Wrestling
doing a
Time
show with
Marks,
R. Kelly all
G
this
Wiz
time.
will be exposed. Anyway, we totally
Going to
abandoned
jail.
our wrestling coverage. Let's, while this terrible promo's going on, let's talk about NXT.
Let's.
The curtain jerker was Mia Yim versus Bianca Belair. Pretty stiff
She
match,
was
but I
his
liked how
favorite.
they were smack talking each other. That was pretty cool. Bianca wins by pin with her hair around the rope for
Yeah.
leverage. Okay, good talk, everybody.
Dirty pin.
Up next, the War
Oh, Trace.
Raiders get their
Oh,
asses
we
whipped by
almost
My
said-
Three Sons.
My three
I
sons.
didn't even include it in my notes.
All right, Raul Mendoza versus Riddick Moss. And Riddick Moss,
This made me so happy.
I haven't seen him in a while, but I remember that guy. But he's like even bigger now. He's about 1.5 Raul Mendozas. Anyway, Raul Mendoza looked fucking fabulous and kicked his ass.
I mean, except for that hat he come out wearing at the beginning, that looked ridiculous. But
Pretty
other than
good.
that, like once you took that off, it was good.
Pretty good small guy versus large guy match. I liked how they did it. It was well done. Raul picks up the win with a twisting splash, I guess he called it. Creative.
Never would have thought he was going to pick up the win in that, but he did.
Yeah, exactly.
Holy shit, Raul Mendoza won a match.
I would have went more with like the spinning enchilada or something, but that's just me. I think that
Racist.
Riddick Moss will be a pretty good heel once we get used to having him around because he's like real easy to hate. He's like naturally annoying, and that's a good quality to have.
He reminded me of somebody. I can't remember who it was now. Damn it. Oh, well.
Your main event, unless anyone has any promo crap to discuss.
Nope.
Matt Riddle versus Adam Cole, baby. My very first note is, oh great, Adam Cole's gonna lose a fucking again.
Yep.
This match was pretty great, but I'm definitely not wild about the finish. Fuck that, man.
Yeah, I don't know why Adam Cole can't get a win anymore. But
Matt Riddle counters a pin into the bro mission after just handsprung into a last shot, but whatever. Oh, by the way,
Yeah.
he had already kicked out of one earlier, so fuck Adam Cole. He's a jobber.
Yep,
His moves don't mean shit.
pretty much.
His offense is like a mosquito landing on you. All right. After the
Him and the
match,
Punisher.
I'm sorry, go ahead.
Oh, sorry, go ahead. No, go ahead. I forgot. There was more.
After the match, there's more Undisputed Era drama. The crowd chants, hug it out. Nothing really happens again. Obviously,
Okay.
they're working toward a split of some sort or getting rid of Roddy or whatever's going to happen, which, I don't know. I'd be fine with that.
Hope Adam Cole's gonna come over or go somewhere because they're just fucking him up in NXT. It seems like they're putting him over before, or they're having him put everybody over before he leaves. I almost get
like
that
everyone in the damn company.
Yeah. So.
Well,
And he does make everybody look good while making
yeah, he
himself
does.
still look good.
Yeah.
But
even
what
this
was,
match was great. This was a great match. You know, I like Matt Riddle. His fucking style looks legit as fuck, don't it?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
It looks like he lays every single move in almost completely. I like that.
Spade, have you ever heard of the?
Other wrestling that Adam Cole was supposed to be going to when it was in Michigan. Just
Oh yeah, I can't remember. Damn it.
I don't remember the name of the promotion either, but
Yeah, I know what you're talking about though. Spade, you ever been able to watch NXT before? Or have you?
I mean, I watched a little bit of it a couple years back, but not lately. But
If you're gonna watch
Sounds like
wrestling, anything these days, that's the one to watch.
I'll
Probably the
definitely
best way
make
to
sure I
go.
tune in. I'll catch some.
And at
all
least
good
catch the
wrestling.
takeovers. There's only about 4 takeovers a year, so make sure you check those ones out at least.
they're always amazing. They really are. They leave everything in the ring. Okay, anyway. Impact, we got some time here. Opens with Josh Alexander and Museless against LAX. That's right, I called him Museless. His name is Moose
after
and
you
he's
watch
useless.
one of his,
Good enough.
when you watch one of his matches, you'll want some Muselix for your upset stomach.
Thank the Lord LAX wins this thing. I didn't want them to put them over.
Right.
Tommy Dreamer could not cut a promo with a hacksaw.
Okay.
The Tool or the old wrestler?
Either one. Even Hacksaw Jim Duggan couldn't help him with his promos. Yeah, he'd say, "Oh man, this is a fucking waste of effort. You're never gonna be good at this." All right. Up next, Taya Valkyrie versus Madison Rayne with Tessa Blanchard on commentary. Taya seems to be doing pretty well after brain surgery.
I know, I wish she would stop shaving the side of her head.
It's the worst haircut I've ever seen. Taya taps out very, very quickly to a half crab after a boring match. Does anyone agree, or does anyone not agree with that?
And evidently that
I
makes
definitely
Madison
agree with that.
3-0 against Taya, evidently.
I could have took a nap. It was that good.
Taya tapped out so fast, like it seemed like her tampon popped out, like as soon as she got put in that or some shit. Oh, tap, 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 tap.
Which is weird because you're not supposed to keep those in your butt. Up next was a promo segment with Kira Hogan. She's mad at Jordan Grace, apparently. Jordan Grace is like, "Oh, hey, what's wrong?" And Kira's a bitch more to her, so okay.
Yeah, I was mad at her bitch too. Fucking showing up with clothing on and all that shit.
Bitch move.
Oh, great. Now I'm upset, too.
Now, I didn't even think about it like that. That bitch.
You had to point that out, didn't you?
Bitch
All
move,
ego.
indeed.
Ethan Page versus Rob Van Dam's Ghost. Rob Van Dam could have took a shower before the match. He could have maybe at least washed the dirt off his face, or maybe even broke out a razor. But he don't have to do that shit because he's fucking Rob Van Dam. He can look like a homeless guy if he wants, and you're not allowed to say nothing about it because he's a fucking national treasure.
Well, you know why he didn't do that? Because he was high.
Because he got high. Because he got high. Because he got high. Picks up the win with a 1-star frog splash. I hope Rob Van Dam appreciates what Ethan Page did for him. And then, right on time, Josh Matthews has to say, and I quote, "Rob Van Dam hasn't lost a step in his career." What the fuck match was he watching?
Josh Matthews is awful.
All right, the Rascals and LAX are hanging out. in one of their promo type things there. LAX is drinking Patron. We assume the Rascals are smoking weed. We see smoke but no weed as usual.
Damn, I missed this part.
I guess they drank all the Patron because they've moved on to some strange red liquor now, and they offer everyone a drink. It doesn't go over well. They spit them out and shit. End of segment. Didn't really have a point. It was actually weird. I don't know what they were going for.
It's like some aftershock.
Oh,
shit.
You had skipped over the 14 tag match.
The aftershock. Some hot damn.
Right.
Yeah. I
The
must have.
Rascals, Desi Hit Squad, the Deaners.
Anytime I see Desi Hit Squad, moving on.
Well, Desi Hit Squad won, so moving on.
That's what happened. That's how I missed that.
Lucky roll
Anytime
up.
I see those guys, I jump right ahead to the next match. After that was the main event, which I was not even going to bother putting myself through. Let me see if I can remember. It was OVE against, let me see if I can get this right. I believe it was Tommy Dreamer,
Yep.
Scarlett Bordeaux.
No,
No, not really.
it's Falaba.
Yeah. God damn it, who else? Shit. Okay, help
If you
me
get
out
one,
here.
you don't get the other.
Think backhand.
Huh? Oh yeah, Rich Swann and Willie Mack. No, I'm out. I
I said
didn't
think backhand.
I don't
Logo
like
man.
clusterfuck matches, and yeah, I didn't. I'm sorry, guys, I didn't bother with that one this week.
I didn't either. I didn't have time to get to
Well,
it.
you would have actually been pleasantly surprised.
Yeah, I thought just like it was a guaranteed loss on OVE, and I was just like, I don't even need to waste my time. Turns out,
That Fulton guy, like, really stole the show. Like, OVE seemed to always get over because of that huge guy.
OVE
That
went
crazy man Fulter.
OVER.
Arr.
Okay.
Huh.
All right, and that concludes our wrestling coverage. We can
Like,
watch
why
the rest
fuck
of the
did I
time
come up
here
here?
now. Yeah, he really is probably thinking that.
I could be doing better shit with my time. Yeah, so do you want to plug in your shit? You got any links? Bandcamp?
Yeah.
Who, me?
Yeah, you.
I know, I don't have any of that. No, yeah.
So, if the people won't want to hear your music, they have to like hang out at your house with you, or what's the deal with that?
I mean, usually I try. Look, man, I don't have many ways to make friends. I gotta reel them in some way.
That makes sense. I get. It's actually a really good strategy. Oh, you want to hear my tunes, huh?
I guess.
I'll
Come over
just
to my
hit you with my
basement.
address. You can GPS it. Come on over. And
We can even drink wine together.
I think I like where this is going.
I hope you like Moscato.
Break out some of that hot damn.
2 shots. But yeah,
This motherfucker needs about 9 Fosters.
I mean,
Why? What's wrong with his real parents?
a half of King Cobra.
Oh, yeah. The fucking King
I, ain't
Cobra.
gonna lie, I literally just knocked one down like last week or something. I was like nostalgic
shit.
as fuck. Like the days. Fucked up.
You want to talk nostalgia? I used to drink Red Bull when Red Bull wasn't an energy drink. It was a terrible malt liquor. Remember that? Red
Oh, yeah, actually.
Bull or Blue Bull. They had both. Red Bull and Blue Bull. It was obviously made by the same company. Whew, they fucked you up.
Man,
Like
only heard
one or
about it.
1.5 of them, and you were. I'm talking plowing fat bitches. Railing them.
You be fucking fat bitches in no time.
Like you like it, even. Like you. Like hooking her up. Know what I'm saying?
Alright.
All I'm saying is it's good beer, okay? Good beer.
was it?
I think.
I always hated Steel Reserve.
Man, I was just gonna say some 211's my shit all day.
Oh,
How about
That's literally if I'm drinking
Crazy
beer, it's to 11.
Horse? What you know about some Crazy Horse, motherfuckers?
nothing.
Yes.
I know nothing about
I'm the
Crazy Horse.
oldest alcoholic in the room, baby. It was a fabulous malt liquor. Absolutely fabulous.
I remember Mickey's.
Oh yeah, them too.
I remember mixing Old English with gin.
Oh my god. It's like even older English.
Fucking, I remember drinking 5 o'clock gin. That shit tasted like pine needles.
Man, it all tastes like pine noodles.
Yeah, that's
Who doesn't
basically
like that?
what it tastes like. Yeah.
That's what the pineapple's for.
I like. I like to do it with just a dab of lemon juice in it and drink it all down at once. That's a good way to do it.
Ew.
You can hardly
No, it's
even
good.
taste the floor cleaner in it if you do it that way.
See, I just take it straight so I can taste the floor clean.
It's like, I like the taste of my pine sol. Don't be telling me how to drink.
Right,
My
please don't.
household cleaners.
I like Christmas a lot, so I figure I keep the pine around.
What? I'm sorry, I was laughing because I don't know what that move was supposed to be.
I think it was supposed to be some kind of stunner.
Or a cutter maybe, but it was more like
Yeah.
just some weird midair collision that resulted in
Fuckery.
probably like anal pain of some sort.
And broke his Gaiman.
And then what was that? I'm not sure what's going on here. All right.
I don't like any of this. Back to talk about alcohol.
Yeah, what other
Actually-
old school shit did I drink? Let me
Actually,
think.
Spade was never a smoker, but Wiz, you ever buy a pack of turnies at fucking Speedway?
No.
Oh my god.
Turnies. No.
That was the steel reserve of cigarettes right there.
Oh,
That's rough.
nope. Don't know about turnies. Let's see what weird cigarettes have I smoked.
Cheyennes.
What's those ones from?
Oh yeah, I remember Cheyennes. Those are gross. That's the fucking like little cigars, isn't it? Those are
Yeah, but they were like cigarettes. Yeah.
What's those
Yeah, they're
ones
light
from
cigarettes.
menthol.
but not.
Canada?
Yeah, the
that
menthol ones,
come
I don't
in
know
like
how
a
many
little
times I smoked
teeny
them.
black box, like
The Dijarums, the clove.
Dijaroms. Yeah, there you go.
Oh, those cloves, those are gross.
Well, they're
Fucking
not
Indians
necessarily
smoke
all.
those.
I believe they make actual regular ones too, and not just clove cigarettes.
Oh, okay. I've only ever seen the cloves.
Yeah. I thought those were the shit.
I hated those
Cool.
things. Fucking Andy loved those
I
things.
know. I was just gonna say, like, I remember Andy smoking the shit out of those and going, like, man, those smell good as fuck.
Yeah, they don't taste good as fuck.
I don't know if I like the smell either necessarily.
It's an acquired taste. But yeah, I remember fucking back when I lived in Tecumseh when I was like fucking 15 and shit. Me and a couple of friends pool our money together, get like $22, go
What
out
a
and get
move
like a
by
fifth.
Deuce Austin.
We get like a fifth of 5 o'clock anything and fucking 3 packs of
5
smoke to
o'clock
last for the whole
anything.
weekend. Didn't really matter.
Insert style
Gin,
of liquor here.
vodka. Right.
It was just the same thing all across the board. Just added in food coloring.
Yeah.
What's that? You want this to be whiskey? Here's a little bit of caramel color for you. There you go.
Yeah.
We're gonna put in brown.
What's that? A fine red wine? Red number 40, baby.
Oh yeah, what was the wine? M-Dog 20 or some
Mad
shit?
Dog
or-
20.
Mad Dog 2020.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that's right. M-Dog 20 is Matt Cross.
That shit's gross, by the way. That shit's almost undrinkable. The only reason you drink it is because it has a ton of alcohol in it, but it tastes awful, dude.
It looks good.
Hell, sure does. It looks beautiful. Very well packaged.
Dude, when I worked at fucking Mr. Pizza on Haggerty Road, there was this little fucking bougie party store next to it. And Tony Munson used to go in there and buy like these gigantic fucking containers of fucking wine for like $6. I'm like, oh my god, I can't imagine what that fucking tastes like. That's gotta be awful.
Oh.
Like, it's
Stuck
probably
on
half
the pile
wisdom.
driver. That's got to be it, right? Okay.
Yep, that is
There
it.
we go. Yeah, you fucking stuck him.
The wine was probably half the reason Tony was the way he was. I'm pretty. You worked with Tony, didn't you, Wiz?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yep, I remember the story of the fire poker. I remember him
Where
eating
my
all the
money?
garbage.
Where's my money?
I remember him delivering pizzas with a prostitute riding along with him. I remember all that shit for sure.
I remember when he wanted to do feta because he said that the smell reminded him of his women.
Yeah, he sure did say that.
And he was dead fucking serious. This is like a 50-year-old man.
It's like, yeah, if you smell that and it reminds you of women,
That's pretty.
I don't even need to finish the sentence.
I think he was in like Vietnam, so I guess that could explain a little bit.
That guy. Tony Munson.
That guy. Tony Munson. Who's the chick with the bat? I hope that's really a chick this time.
Hey, let me get Scarface and hit it from the back 6, will it be?
Oh yeah, I remember that now. Hit it from the back 6, will it be?
Get that Scarface and that hit it from the back 6.
Didn't you say that one like all quiet?
Well, no, it was just like
let me get a Scarface and
It was like-
Apocalypse Now and hit it from the back 6.
it was more like he did it really quickly, like he kind of ran all the words together as if to hopefully not everybody would know what he was saying. And hit it from the back 6, would it be?
Good times.
Hey, the show's over and I didn't even notice.
Yep, it's over.
All right, that shit is closed. That window is closed.
That was a good one though. I mean, it was from what I seen.
Yeah. It is the greatest episode I've never seen. I mean, it was
It's like-
just,
From what I've seen, I can honestly say it was better than Raw and SmackDown.
it sounded great.
All I can say is it wasn't not missing Vince, right?
Right.
Nothing anymore is missing Vince.
Yep. Vince's wife and kids aren't missing Vince.
All right, well, right now is the time we usually do our shout outs, but we really haven't plugged you at all, man. Do you want to get any of your shit out there, brother? Seriously.
Yeah, I mean, so there's mfspade.bandcamp.com,
Nice.
Facebook at mfspade, Instagram at mfspade. Those are pretty much the legit go-tos.
And that's SPAID, not SPADE. That'll get you to a different guy, and he's not nearly as good.
Right, or he's better, and then I'm gonna be butthurt.
Right? Like, God damn it, now I'm fucking
damn,
sending
motherfucker.
all my business to this other guy.
Yo, those 4 people are supposed to be mine, motherfucker. Matt. Bro, I need those back.
It's like, oh, fuck, this other
Refund.
Spade guy's actually got rhythm. Shit.
Still trying to learn how to rhyme on the offbeat.
All right,
Well,
well,
shit. Well, thanks for having me on. That shit was dope.
hell yeah, man.
No problem, man. Thanks for coming on.
Maybe next time I'll watch a wrestling or something.
Yeah, we'll try to get it to where like everybody watch the thing at the same time. That'd be great.
All right, y'all. Well, till
Yeah.
next time.
Yes,
All right,
MF Spade, we
appreciate it.
very
Thanks
much
so much.
appreciate you coming on. Everyone check him out. You heard the links. Go check out his stuff.
Cool. Thanks, y'all.
Yes, sir.
All right, man. Take it easy.
All right. Yep. Peace.
Thanks.
Shout out!
Ow!
I'll start us off with our Facebook shout-outs.
My favorite.
All right.
Holy crap! I thought you were gonna take forever.
Hey, man,
I thought you never get done. That was like Jericho's list.
I didn't want to use up the whole show with my shout-outs. I kind of rushed right through them.
Yep.
Anything on the gram this week? Did anyone get us on the gram?
Oh yeah, just one, but this is a pretty good one. Mr. Father James Mitchell, the real sinister minister.
Hey-o. If that's really him, that's a pretty big honor.
Right. How the hell did that happen?
And,
I don't know, but it's pretty awesome.
and also, if that's really him, he must not listen to the show.
Yeah, otherwise you'd know we always skip the segments.
Yeah. Thanks for the follow, buddy.
Nothing against you, Father.
Actually, not at all, and I loved him in ECW. Okay. And how about Twitter?
Well, due to a shitty malfunction apparently on my phone, I can't pull up the post from last week to see who retweeted it, but
It's probably pretty safe to assume that it was just regulators anyway, right?
yeah.
Oh, snap.
Mount something. All right.
So
Well then, let's get right to it. Shout out to Vic, Sensible Sam, Luke Birch.
yeah, check out Sensible Sam and Luke Birch with the Transcontinental Project.
Transcontinental Project.
I like
listen-
my continental projects like I like my porn. Trans.
You can listen to them every, what was it, Tuesday night at 10:15, I think it was, Eastern time.
I don't remember, but I know that it went on late last week.
Oh, yeah, they ran over late for sure. I fell asleep. Like, I was enjoying listening and everything. It was just a long-ass day. Like, I woke up and I was still in the chat. I'm like, oh, shit.
I had a blast in that room. Chatting with Vic and Sam and Papa Dave and other people, too, that I can't remember right now. It was fun.
Yeah, so,
Shout out to Bobby Anthem and Bobby Blades. I'm going to get right into it because I checked out the Inhuman Experience just like I said I was gonna.
good shit.
And I thought it was really cool. I listened to the Papa Dave episode because I love Papa Dave. And I'm kind of like into aliens and X-Files and that kind of shit, so I wanted to hear what he had to say. It was a lot like listening to a kindred spirit. I haven't ever had any experiences with aliens, but I pretty much have all the same opinions you do about the subjects. I had a good time listening. I like the show. I'm going to listen more. Still on my project of listening to all my people's stuff. I think I'm almost done.
Yeah, the last episode with Shaheen was really good, too.
I didn't check it out yet, but I'm sure I'll get back to it. I still got to listen to THT, and then I'll be done. I don't mean I'm listening one time ever. It's just I don't have a ton of time every week to get everything in, so I'm trying to check everybody out as much as I can. You know what I'm
No,
saying?
it's the same here. As much as I love the guys, I don't make it to everybody's show every week. Sometimes I gotta play catch up.
Right. Exactly.
I make sure to catch every Inhuman Experience, though. Like, even if I miss it for 1 week, I'll go back and listen to 2 episodes in a row the next week.
It was interesting that Shaheen had done a whole documentary on that one building that they had been talking about that episode.
I know. I'm sitting here trying to remember it too. Like, I can't remember the name of the fucking place. It's like a haunted asylum type fucking place. They did a almost like a ghost hunter type thing. But yeah, it was a cool ass episode. It sounds like Shaheen had a hell of a time in there.
Well, damn it. Now I got to go listen.
Yeah, so yeah, make sure to check out the Inhuman Experience. Much love to Bobby Anthem. We love you, dude. We miss you. Need to get you and Blades together with us on Discord or Facebook or whatever, but we all need to get together for sure.
And
Make it happen.
speaking of Shaheen, Nuclear Heat Graphics, THT Wrestling Podcast. Check them out.
Yeah, THT with Boxman and Shaheen.
Oh, sorry, Boxman. My bad.
I forgot to make fucking note of the name of it, and I can't remember it off the top of my head.
Oh, I was right that they changed the name of the movie show.
Yeah,
was a
THT Movie
relaunch.
Review is no more, but they just came out with a new name, so it's still a show. They didn't actually quit.
We're not smart enough to write things like this down, so we'll have to plug them next week.
Yeah. And Wiz got a little ahead of the curve, but we normally start with this guy, and I want to go back and make sure we get him. Stephen Millen!
Yay, Steven!
Stephen Miller!
Damn, will you guys ever get it right? It's Stefan Million.
He may very well be the next guest on our show sometime soon here.
Yeah, we do need to get a hold of him.
I would
It's
be
like-
more than happy to have Stephen Miller on.
You know, I'd be more than happy to hear from it's your boy, Babs!
Me too, man. Miss that guy.
Miss the hell out of him.
He's-
What's he been around once in this year, 2019? Maybe that's why 2018's been so awful.
Yeah. It's been a burbs-less year.
You know, and it shows, because this year sucks.
You hear that, burbs? All this is your fault.
Yeah, we're blaming this on you, Burbs.
Oh yeah, that's really gonna fuck with my mind. How am I gonna focus on this match that I was so focused on? Oh no!
Let's see, we already got Vic. What's up, Vic? That's
Hey,
at Psycho
Vic.
Psychic on Twitter.
It's just Vic. Or no,
make sure to check out-
now her name is VicBot.
She's VicBot in the chat, yeah.
No, I mean on Twitter.
Oh, is she? Okay, well, it's still at Psycho Psychic, so.
Yes, for sure.
Make sure to check out Wrestling Soup with Miss Joey and John.
You can enjoy that with oyster crackers or regular crackers.
Yeah, or no crackers at all.
Yeah, you don't need the crackers.
Check out the Don Tony Kevin Castle show.
You've heard of that one. It's the one that's on all the wrestling t-shirts on the wrestling shows.
Yep. Of course you've heard of it. They're monsters. Kind of like the Solo Monster, who sounds off every Sunday.
Monstrous.
Jason.
Fuck. Here we go with the I don't remembers again, but he tweeted a thing earlier that I loved, and I think I even retweeted it. Now I don't even have a fucking clue what it was, but it was good though. Great tweet, buddy.
Yeah, good tweet, whatever it was. You sound like you need to go spend some time in the corner.
Are you telling me
I
to
said get in the
get in the corner?
We have Dogga Baby.
Yes, I am.
And that other guy,
And
what's his
Nasty.
name? Look nasty.
Nasty.
That's right. He is a sexy motherfucker. By the way, both of them guys just had birthdays, and Yuck Nasty is
40!
He's a man.
I'm a man! I'm 40!
Welcome to Man
40!
Yuck. I'm still not there yet, so I guess I can't say that.
That's a fair point, you young bastard.
I'm a man!
Yeah.
I'm 40!
Speaking of old guys, listen to WNC Super Party. With
Wow.
Papa Dave, sincere.
I do agree that that's really good advice, but I don't know if I would have opened with old guy, but fuck it. We're here now. Too late.
Yeah,
Too late.
Papa Daves are. Well, that's why he's Papa Dave. Come on.
No, that's a fair point. I love that guy.
Yeah.
According to our conversation in the chat room the other day, he's actually God, and we just didn't know it.
Well, I mean, that kind of makes him really old, doesn't it?
Let's see. Well, I would say
And then
MF Spade, but you know, we just heard from him. That's okay. We'll shout him out again.
Yeah, I was saying. Yeah. Suplex City Limits. I almost put those
Suplex
guys
City Limits.
I've
sure
admittedly
check that
not
out.
listened to them guys in a couple weeks now. Sorry, fellas, but I'll be back.
And yeah, we already did Transcontinental Project and Spade. So that is it for the shoutouts this week.
Dude, Transcontinental Project is my new jam.
Yeah, I love getting in the chat room and hanging out.
I had to like
It's a fun group.
squeeze that into the rotation. I gotta hear. I love those two people. I love Luke and I love Sam.
Yep, good people, fun people. Make sure to check it out.
Yes.
Chew a blue and fuck a two. Shut up, Herbs.
Dick pills.
Maggle.
Well, I think episode 57 of Wrestling's Hammers is just about cashed.
I feel like he was cashed like 5 minutes ago, but we kept going.
For some reason.
We did it for Vic.
It's all for you, Vic.
Those extra 5 minutes were just for you.
Yep, everybody else, you can blame Vic.
Everyone else, you were supposed to skip ahead. We just forgot to tell you. Too late now.
Yep, our bad. I've been your host, Swiss Cheese Man, joined along with
Mojo. Mago.
And I am G-Wiz Moggle. Check us out on Twitter. That's twitter.com/thehighmarks. Or on Facebook. That's facebook.com/Moggle. You can also check us out on the gram. That's instagram.com/thehighmarks. Because Mojo didn't want to be called a dick every episode. You can listen to us on Podcoin and get paid to listen to us more than we make to make the show.
Yep.
You can go to anchor.fm/thehighmarks. Are you seeing a pattern here, people? /thehighmarks. And you can listen to the audio version roughly a half hour before it gets everywhere else, if that matters to you that much. If you want to be first, go to Anchor. We're going to have our good friend Jake Hager take us out this week. He's got something to say I think you'll all enjoy. So, if there's nothing else, gentlemen.
Nope.
All right, take us out, Jake.
It happened so fast, but you know what? I'm rock hard right now with emotion. I got a phoner. Ignorant!
Someone's gotta shut this guy up.
I'm talking plowing fat bitches.
Ignorant!
Someone's gotta shut this guy up.
Kevin Nashville and Scott Hall & Oates.
Ignorant!
Someone's gotta shut this guy up.
12-year-olds. We're fucking.
Indeed.
We're fucking teenagers.
Ignorant!
Someone's gotta shut this guy up.
Instead of Hollywood Hulk Hogan, it's like Montgomery Hulk Hogan.
Ignorant!
Someone's gotta shut this guy up.
Then he's gonna say some shit about having a boner. That's gonna be hilarious.
Ignorant!
Someone's gotta shut this guy up.
Ignorant!
Someone's gotta shut this guy up.
I got a dildo.
Ignorant!
Someone's gotta shut this guy up.
Pleasure raping with you.
Oh man, always.
Ignorant!
Someone's gotta shut this guy up.
Okay.
Too late. I'm already rolling.
Okay.
I don't care if you're ready.
Hold up.
Wait.
Ignorant!
Someone's gotta shut this guy up.
Ignorant!
Someone's gotta shut this guy up.
I mean, I'm cool with not knowing what's going on. It's kind of fun.
Ignorant!
Someone's gotta shut this guy up.
Ignorant!
Someone's gotta shut this guy up.
Fuck, I'm just gonna cut all that out. I sound like a fucking idiot.
Ignorant!
Someone's gotta shut this guy up.
I swear to God, like I swear, it seemed like the entire show we were just dropping jism jokes.
Ignorant!
Someone's gotta shut this guy up.
Jism got all in his face.
Ignorant!
Someone's gotta shut this guy up.
So this jism guy is all over the floor.
Ignorant!
Someone's gotta shut this guy up.
Jism.
Yep.
That's not just the semen.
Ignorant!
Someone's gotta shut this guy up.
Jizz.
Jism.
Love it.
I'm rock hard right now with emotion. Ignorant!
Someone's gotta shut this guy up.
Okay, I finally found your retweet from Solomon Monster that was 5 days ago.
What was it?
Said people are paid to write this material. Actual American dollars.
Yes, actual American dollars.
Hashtag
That was in
raw.
reference to Raw. Yes, I remember now. I was like, yes, exactly.
Oh, and
How
it
do
just
I
had-
get in on that hustle? You know, fuck, I can do absolutely nothing for money too.
It just happens to have 187 retweets.
Yeah, 187. He killed with that one.
Damn.
Yep. And speaking of killed, let's kill this show.
Oh God, yes.